And we are live. Oh, wait, shit. Did I hit live or record? Okay, I hit record. Okay, good. We're not live on Twitch right now. Welcome to Damn That's Podcasting. I am your host, the Obro Owen Brody, and alongside me is a can of Starfruit lemonade, polar seltzer, hashtag not a sponsor. It's just me today. So we're going to talk about a few things, right? So we're just going to the whole point of this episode really is just to give an update, right? Ever since the holiday season, things have been kind of inconsistent, right? And there's reasons for that. So I'm going to explain. The first is scheduling, right? Scheduling's been tough because of, Kurt and Murdoch both working like a retail schedule. They both work at Yankee Candle, as we all know. They are Smellin and Sellin all day long. They're matching up scents to wines and whatever it might be. Someone comes in asking for a candle that pairs well with a nice Sauvignon. Is that a wine? I don't know wines. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. So they have a really tough schedule. And for me, like, it's consistent. So I just say, hey, here's the times that work. This is basically the times that work just about any day. My weekdays are crazy because the kids have all these extracurricular activities, and we're going back and forth with them, and we have a puppy that we got back in December, so it's like it's chaos here until everyone goes to bed, and then it's nice. It's like this. It's like what you're hearing right now. Silence. It's great. So yeah. Schedule's been tough, right? Because I have that. They have schedules all over the place, and they have random days off. They're not usually off together. So Sunday nights worked pretty well for the most part. Because of the fact that the old Yankee Candle closed earlier on Sundays than any other day of the week. So if they did have to close the store, they would be, home at a relatively okay time. But here's the thing, like, the stress of, like, the retail grind, right? The last thing that you want to do is get home, throw food down your throat, and hop on a podcast. Like, that's the last thing you're going to want to do, right? You're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to go home. You're going to want to relax. You're going to want to pet your dog, Toby, the Grand Wizard himself. You want to say hello to your wife, maybe more than just hello to your wife. Maybe say, hello, how was your day? And have a conversation, right? And, that kind of thing is a good stress reliever, right? So you get that stress relief. You're not rushing, right? And then I feel like, too, because of like my 9 to 5 Monday through Friday gig, I feel like if, they want to go home, get acclimated, take time to eat, spend time with their spouses, by the time that whole routine is done, now it's pretty late, and then I'm up late recording and getting up early the next day, which that was never a problem for me, but I feel like they were trying to also respect my time, and I appreciate that. Kurt and Murdoch, two very good friends. So I don't want you to... first off, let's go squash this right away. There was no falling out. There's no issue like that. It's not anything like that. So this is all just things aren't working out as far as timing-wise, and we want to divert our energy in other ways. So we're going to still talk about a little bit of stress, right? And stress relieving. So when you think about the ways that we relieve stress, we want to play video games. We want to just let our minds escape a little bit. And the podcast was like that for a while. It was an escape. And then it started feeling like, okay, I got to get home to do this because I was late at work. And now, and I didn't want it to feel like work for anybody. So that was the big goal, is to not have it feel like work. And if it started feeling like work, we were going to quit. And we're not quitting, like I said. We're not done. Things are just changing, and that's okay, because change is good. Without change, our pockets don't jiggle, right? Is that right? Is that how that goes? I don't know. Anyway, so we video games, like I said, is a big stress reliever for us. So if we record and then say, hey, let's play a game, now we're up to like midnight, doing all that, and that's a lot for all of us. Makes for long days. So we would either then have to sacrifice that stuff. Say, okay, no video games tonight. We got to record a podcast. Or, hey, yeah, hi, going to eat some food real quick. Hop on the podcast. Bye. And sacrifice times with our loved ones. which again, I didn't really have to do that because I'm off on weekends. So I spend all day with my wife and kids, and it's great. And then by the time it's podcasting time, like sometimes I'm burnt out for the day. But we have to, come in and think of things to talk about. And like I said, we don't do a whole lot of prep for the show. So we pretty much just got on the microphone and was like, here we go. Unless we were doing like a tournament or something like that, which is fine. Those were fun, and the the drafts were fun, and we'll get back to that. This is, like I said, this isn't a goodbye. This is like a see you around. But we also have other things happening, and we're gonna see you in other ways. So first up, I'm going to talk about gaming content. So we've been doing streaming on twitch.tv/TheOwenBrody, and we've been streaming Helldivers 2, which is an amazing game. If you're not playing Helldivers 2, then go buy yourself a PlayStation 5 if you don't have one. Stop in at Yankee Candle, say hello to Kurt and Murdoch, and ask them what candle pairs well with that game. They'll hook you up. You get home, light that candle, and let's go kill things for democracy. That's, what the game wants you to do. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun with it, and we've been recording some content that will make its way to YouTube. And we also have been doing a lot of live streaming. That I feel like I'm talking really fast, so I apologize. It's weird not having someone else to say stuff and have me just kind of collect my thoughts and think. So I apologize if I stumble over words or stutter or blah, 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 mishmash things together. It just happens, I guess, But yeah, we have some gaming content going, which is great. I'm a big fan of doing Damn That's Gaming on twitch.tv/TheOwenBrody, which is what houses that. We may make our own Twitch channel at some point. Who knows? But that's kind of the way things are going to go for a little bit. We want to just hang out and play video games, and that's kind of the thing. And there's a game that we want to play right now. So that happens. And then WWE 2K24 comes out, and Murdoch and I will be playing that a lot. Kurt maybe too. I don't know. Actually, Kurt, if you're listening, you getting that game? Hit me up. Let me know. But as far as the podcast, I kind of want to continue the podcast. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Who knows? We might have to get Riri back on. That was a fun episode. We might get other guests on, because I've had people ask from the jump, when can we be on? And I've had people have me on their podcasts and say, hey, let me know when you want me on yours, and that kind of thing. And we never really did guests. So that might be a thing. I might do guest interviews. I might do guest somethings. I don't know. I have some ideas. I'm trying not to leak them. I'm trying to keep them underneath my Tatooine hat. But I do have some ideas, and I do want to continue this stuff. And I feel like also, too, me coming on here and saying this stuff will kind of keep me in check as far as creating this stuff for you, the viewer. And there aren't a lot of you. I know that's the thing. Like, we don't have 200, 300, 400 people watching the show and texting us going, where's the show? But I have people in wrestling locker rooms that are like, hey, I like that podcast you do. When's the next one? I haven't seen anything in a while. Or like, hey, oh yeah, you have a podcast. Like, I got to listen to that. And it's like, yeah, you do. You do. But I also want them to have new content too. I don't want them to think that it's over. You know what I mean? But I do have to give a shout out to somebody, Adam Salzer, who we had this other podcast, Murdoch and I and a couple other guys had another podcast, and we made like 3 episodes. And Adam Salzer texted me at one point and said, man, I really like that podcast that you guys do. It's great. And then we stopped doing it because, again, this kind of thing happened where schedules weren't lining up. We weren't in the same place at the same time. So I blame this all on Adam Salzer. It's all your fault, Adam. All your fault. For the listeners, the audio people, I was staring a hole through Adam Salzer's soul. That rhymed. Yep, it did. But anyway, that's kind of the future of this, right? So let's kind of recap. We're not going away. We're just saying, see you around. Murdoch and I and Kurt are going to be doing other content. So we're going to be around, and we'll be around the internet, brother. Definitely check our YouTube channel, Damn That's Podcasting on YouTube, and that's where all the gaming stuff's going to go. I say and a lot. I just called that out, so now you're going to notice it. You're going to listen back to this episode and go, yeah, he does. And that's because I don't have anybody else keeping me in check. One thing I do want you guys to do, though, do what you do with everything else, right? So I love The Office. So I go back to season 1, episode 1, and I just keep watching. So why don't you guys go back episode 1 and listen all the way through. And there's a lot of good running jokes that kind of originated in episode 1, 2, and 3. Like the whole peanut butter on a burger thing started around then. And Jungle Strike was a repeated thing. We did talk a lot of video games, and there's a lot of really fun stuff in those episodes. So I want you, if this what you're watching right now or listening right now, if this is your first taste of what we do, number one, not a good look, right? This isn't the best episode. This is just an update. This is more communicative than entertainment. So if you want entertainment, start at episode 1 and go all the way through to episode 30. Episode 31 is just the update and the restart, right? So like I said, we're going to have some more content, some more things. We're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah, I am excited for the future of Damn That's Podcasting, and I think eventually we'll do an Airbnb. I know me and Murdoch are probably doing an Airbnb soon. I say probably, but I think I was supposed to book it a couple days ago, so that's kind of on me if we're not gonna book it. But yeah, so that's that. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, or just want to give us props, hit us up. You can hit me up on, it's probably going to be on the screen. I don't know. I haven't made that graphic yet. But at Theo and Brody on X is probably the best way to get me, or at the Madness of Obro on Instagram. And then you can always hit us on at DamnThatsPod. I think. I always get that wrong. I'll put that graphic somewhere like in the bottom area. You'll know where to find us on X. But yeah, that's that. I mean, I think that's really all I got. I probably gonna go play some Helldivers because Helldivers is great. Helldivers 2. The first Helldivers was good too, though, but totally different. Totally different feel because Helldivers 2 was top down. Like, so you're looking. If you're not familiar with video games, top down is like you're looking down on the board. Or down on the game as if it were like a board game, right? Like when you're playing Monopoly, that's like a top-down view, right? You don't get right down and like follow your little boot down the, unless you do. I don't know. Maybe you have tall tables. Who knows? But a different feel. So the Helldivers 2 is third person, camera behind your character, shooting bugs and robots, and it's great. A good time, a lot of fun, and it's chaos. So if you remotely like video games or you have never watched a Twitch stream in your life, go to twitch.tv/TheoandBrody, click the follow button, and click the bell notification. That'll tell you whenever we go live. Obviously, in all our other social channels, which will be somewhere around the screen, you will know where to find us, and that stuff will be posted if we're planning on doing something in advance. It's not always in advance, to be honest. I will be 100% honest that we have yet to really plan a stream. It just kind of happens, and we have recorded some content that I may edit down, and I got to look at some audio and see if I can fix some stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off the topic. Like this is totally Damn That's Podcasting because we're getting off topic, and it's just me. No one else is even causing this to happen. I was the problem all along. Oh no. I was what made us off topic all the time. Oh shit. Damn. Oh well, that's fine though. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed like listening to me talk to myself for like 15 minutes. But stay tuned. Got a lot of cool stuff happening, and yeah. if did we ever have? We never really had a call sign. We just kind of ended it, right? Like I would just kind of come over here and like click this button.